Hello everyone, I'm HyperDevXA and welcome back to Nekopara Volume 2. Last episode, we kind of saw would a what would Coconut and Azuki would be like if they had been made up. So it's very adorable. There's so many adorable scenes. Last episode, we made some cakes with both of them. Well, made a cake out of a lost cause. So I guess that's pretty amazing, so to speak. And then we kind of made some predictions of what's going to happen in the near future. So, anyways, guys, just a bit of a reminder. I'm trying my best to rapid fire upload these episodes on my channel, so I could be on track with the game's release date. It's predicted to be released to at May 26th, so I'm looking forward for it. Well, but without further ado, let's continue. Yep, we're celebrating your bell renewals after all. Why don't you and Vanilla both pick up whatever you want?
ご主人様のプレゼントだ。やったー。さすがは私のご主人。粋な計らい。私は別に苦労してないけど。バニラ、準備 OK？ 完璧。お茶からポテチまで。これで何時間でも戦える。
What are they gonna do?
よーし、じゃあ行くよー。お買い物、お買い物。
Alright, so online shopping it is. You're gonna get something out of the internet. I wonder what would that be.
ショコラとネットショッピングデート。超ワクワク。
Everything is a date with chocolate with you, Vanilla, huh? As long as you're with her, whenever you do something together.
じゃあまずは楽天市場からだね。ゴーゴー。
Amazon. Well, I guess that's kind of an advertisement for the company, I guess.
あ、ご主人のお買い物履歴からのおすすめ。お店のものばっかり。つまんない。もっとこうプライベーティーなすごいの楽しみにしてるのに。まあまあ、今日の本題は違うから。じゃあまずはどこから見る？宝石？
What the fuck? What are you gonna do with jewels for?
でもショコラ、ビー玉と真珠の違いよく分かってないし。綺麗なら何でもいいんだよ。あとは愛が困ってればなおよし。ショコラはかわいそうなほどちょろい猫だね。でもそれもまたかわいいから何とも言えない。これ見てバニラ、大変。マグロがあるよ。しかも一匹丸ごと。
Don't tell me you want a whole tuna for yourself. Don't you even know how big that fucking things are? Don't you even know how big those fucking things are? At least it's just as big as a normal human, I guess. I've seen a few on the TV, and they're quite big.
おー、丸々一匹で172万円。素敵だよショコラ。
What the fuck? Well, I guess that is, even though it seems expensive for us, I guess that would be the right amount for a tuna, since it's being used for all sorts of things, from sushi to some other pretty delectable stuff, even canned tuna, for that matter.
大トロがどのくらいあるかくぐろう。多分食べ放題。
So Amazon can be portrayed can be portrayed in its real name, but Google can. Curious.
じゃあまずはキープだね。比較リストに入れよう。
Damn, that but that bell test renewal must have given both of them quite a knowledge of the internet. I said you could get whatever you wanted, but that's a little too expensive, don't you think? Seriously, do not order that. I'll never forgive you if you do. I'm giving those merciless Catgirls a warning. But they'd never dare order it, right? even even Kashou is being skeptical right now.
合格祝いとは言っても散々追試を受けた上でのギリギリも良いところでしたけどね。まったくバニラは鼻歌混じりに合格したのにショコラは全然でしたからね。
Yeah, I guess I can see that.
せめて鈴猫らしいところを見せてくれればマグロごとき私が買ってあげたのですが。
Damn. It just goes to show how flamboyant this family is. She wouldn't even bother buying them a whole tuna. Oh, I see. A whole tuna, huh? But it must have several times more wealth than my store does. This what are you doing in your spare time, Shigure? When did this younger sister of mine get so scary?
あ、でもそうしたらマグロ1匹が入る冷蔵庫も買わなくてはなりませんね。兄様のお願いでしたらばそちらも合わせて購入しても良いのですが。
Jeez, how much money do you have in your pocket? Or I guess inside that kimono, for that for that matter. We'll save that for next time, I think.
そうですね。あまり甘やかしすぎても良くないですし。
I mean, if you're gonna store a huge tuna like that, I guess you're gonna need a huge walk-in refrigerator for that. And I think that would cost a lot. I suddenly feel like her plaything. I wouldn't know what I'd do with such a big refrigerator if she did end up buying me one. Though it's scary to think that she might actually buy it for me if I ask.
それはそうとして私が出てる間にあずきとココナッツが随分と兄様に懐いてるようですね。
Well, you can't really blame Kashou. He's a natural lady killer. Well, in this case, a natural cat lady killer, I
シ
guess.
ョコラバニラだけでなく良い傾向です。うんうん。
I'm starting to understand what you meant when you said that Catgirls are always growing. I feel she got in on what happened while she was gone.
兄様も本当に猫殺し。いえ、女殺しですね。
Damn. Even she couldn't deny how smooth this guy operates.
そんな兄様は誇らしくもありますが、女として、いえ、妹として心配にもなります。
Don't worry, Shigure. Even though we're blood related, I'll still give you some loving. Well, not beyond not beyond stepping over the line, though. But still. What the hell do you mean by lady killer?
まあ、そのあたりを考えてないのも兄様の魅力ですので、ままならないものです。
She smiles knowingly as she lifts her teacup to her mouth. I'm just doing what any family member would do. Well, I suppose. But since you're the only guy in the family besides your dad, I can see why this is happening right now. No one's going to criticize me for that. As I ponder that thought, I take a sip from my own teacup.
ちなみに言っておきますが、猫は多彩性の生き物なので心配はありませんよ。
If this guy wouldn't have been worried, he wouldn't have done this. If he wouldn't have done that thing with Chocola and Vanilla. And besides, who wouldn't want to reject that idea? Maybe I guess this motherfucker would. He's such a pussy. More than his Catgirls. Nope, I'm not worried about that at all. Well, I guess he doesn't reject the idea of a harem.
もちろん嫉妬はしますが、人間とは違って独占欲というものはないようです。私も兄様ならば安心して猫たちをお嫁に出せるというものですし。
I can't promise anything.
小豆やココナッツが兄様を主人と慕うならば喜ばしいことですし、兄様が私が育てた娘たちにメロメロになるのは何とも言えない満足感がありますし。
She sits across from me, grinning, while I get more and more confused. How can you get confused from that? I mean, it's straightforward. It's not really complex, Kashou. If you're gonna have to do it with all of them, might as well marry them. I mean, it's not illegal since you can keep a catgirl as a partner. Until recently, I had considered myself business partners with the catgirls, but after getting romantically involved with Chocola and Vanilla, I don't know what to say anymore.
兄様のその複雑なお顔もまた妹心をそそります。
Judging by the expression, your spirits are not the only thing that's aroused right now.
慕っている兄様をいじめたくなる罪な妹心をお許しください。
Man, she's tapping into her inner Anna. Not that I hate it or anything. I still don't know what to say to her, and then I turn my head away in embarrassment. Oh, what's wrong? The internet cut off? I can see that's one of the few reasons why you're reacting like that. If we can look at it from another way, it would look like that Vanilla's eyes are those teardrops, and that those eyes would be her eyebrows. Ruby's just some very derpy face.
マグロ一匹は高くてダメなら松坂牛一頭なんて全然無理だよ。
Are you fucking kidding me? Do you know how much would that cost? I mean, yeah.
松坂牛は500万円か。ちょっと足りないや。これも解消のないご主人に惚れた恋猫の弱み。仕方ない。
Are you really serious right now, Vanilla? I'm serious now. If we buy that, we'll go bankrupt. I give another strong warning to my two mischievous catgirls. Do I feel like this is just an exercise in futility?
では、私もそろそろおいとまいたしますね。
See ya. Thanks for all the help.
いえいえ、兄様のお手伝いをさせていただけることが妹めの幸せにございますから。
No, that's just you, Shigure. Don't love the rest of the little sisters. Don't love the rest of the population's little sisters. That's just you. And maybe some other little sisters, I guess.
では、外にタクシーを待たせてありますので。
Text me when you make it home, okay? Even if you're taking a taxi home, I still worry.
兄様は本当にさらりとかっこよいですね。私も妹でなければ。
Yeah, if only. Well, you're gonna have to keep dreaming about that incest tag. What do you mean? Oh my god. That's how dense that's how dense you're gonna have to be, Kashou. You're making my head hurt right now.
いえ、何でもありませんよ。では、私はこれで失礼いたしますね。兄様、愛してますわ。 やすみなさい。
You think with all those years you've been with your little sister, you you would have noticed what she would want from you. I'm not trying to be cool or anything. As I grumble, Shigura's taxi pulls out of sight.
Nekopara.
Did she just order? Did she just eat all those pizzas to herself? Well, I guess I wouldn't be.
お兄ちゃん見て見て、新しい仕事できるようになったんだよ。通信販売の注文から伝票書きまでバッチリ。褒めて褒めて。
Oh yeah, good job. You're really giving it your all, aren't you, Coconut? I pat Coconut, who's got a pleased look on her face.
ショコラが教えてくれたんだよ。これこれこれよ。
You know, for a very mature-looking Catgirls, that's kinda actually cute.
お兄ちゃんのなでなで気持ちいい。
She rubs her cheek across my chest. I guess a Catgirl is a Catgirl even if she's huge. Unlike Chocolate and Vanilla, she has a very womanly figure. You started to notice that now, Kashou? She's got a really ample bust and shapely butt. Alright, so you're leveling up and focusing on other things besides their hair? I've started to really seeing her more as a woman. And she's quite attractive. Wait, no, stop that! My god. Stop restraining yourself. We all know what's going to happen. No matter how you look at it, Coconut's just a naive kitten. Sugar might have been trying to push you in that direction yesterday, but that still doesn't mean you should start looking at her like that, Kashou. No. She's actually making a very good suggestion. Since you already did it with the 2 out of 6, might as well go all the way, I guess. I scold myself internally. How I envy you, Kashou. And yet you're wasting your potential here.
お兄ちゃんどうしたの？
Huh? Nothing. What are you talking about?
なんか今すごく困った顔してたから。そういうの嫌だった。やめた方がいい。
See what you just did, Kashou? You made her worry. She looks up at me with eyes full of concern. Her face is so innocent. Guilt begins to tear at my heart. Yeah, no, or maybe that's just her denseness. I take a deep breath to try and hide what I'm taking from Coconut, and gently stroke her once more. There's no way to hate it when you're playful, you know? It's cute, but I was just a little embarrassed.
照れくさい？いつもと同じなのに。変なお兄ちゃんだにゃ。これ。
She rubbed her whole body against me. Without even a hint of shame. Oh,
コ
shit.
コちゃんがご主人様にスリスリしてる。
Well, I guess the cat's out of the bag again. But damn, she's giving him such a service. You should be honored, Kashou. Not every guy would have that kind of opportunity.
ご主人様、ショコラもゴロゴロしてください。一緒に。じゃあショコラも一緒に。わーい、ココちゃんも大好き。ゴロゴロゴロ。
Hey, don't just force me to pet you both now. Chocolate and Coconut coil around me.
むむむむむ。
Uh-oh, what's wrong?
どうしたのショコラ？ココちゃん、ちょっといい？
Chocolate disentangles herself from me and latches onto Coconut. She squeezes Coconut several times, almost as, thought, almost as though she's not quite sure what she's feeling.
ふむふむふむ。どうしたのショコラ。僕どうかした？ココちゃん、おっぱいふわふわ、めっちゃぽよぽよだよ。
That's it?
やばい、超気持ちいい。ふっかふかですにゃん。え、あ、そう。
Well, any guy would be agreeing with Chocolate right now.
バニラとはまるでボリューム感が違うというか。
You're gonna compare coconuts with vanillas? I think that's a bit of a long shot there, Chocolate.
すっごくいい感じでめっちゃふっかふか。はあ、それはありがとうなのかな。
Coconut watches in amazement as Chocolate bounces around in excitement, but gets more and more worn out with each hug. Well, it's not like I wasn't thinking about their differences a minute ago. I guess I can understand how Chocolate feels. No, you don't really understand, Kashou. You need to get in there, quick!
むむむむむむむむむ。これはご主人様もエッチな顔しちゃうのも仕方ないね。
Uh-oh. I think you get busted there, Kashou.
はい？エッチな顔？うん、エッチな顔。ご主人様がココちゃんにゴロゴロされてウハウハしてた。
Thanks, Chocola. You've been a wonderful cat girl. Spilling the beans like that.
ウハウハって。
She looks at me as her eyes widen and her face turns bright red. No, I wasn't looking at you like that, okay? An awkward pause hangs in the air. Well, I guess you could argue that I was leering at her, but... Oh my god, you see that? Fishnet stockings, oh god. Oh shit. But damn, this is the first time we kinda seen a cat girl in at least in almost full body, I guess. But damn, it's not like I wasn't able to control myself, right? I guess I should be say. I guess I should say something. Yeah, anything. Just if you really want to get out of this situation, like some dense pussy, I guess. But thanks to these unexpected developments, I'm left speechless.
そうだよね。そんなわけないよね。僕なんか子供っぽくてそんな目で見れるわけないっていうか。
Well, Chocolate and Vanilla are younger than you, and he did it with them. You're not an exception, Coconut.
お兄ちゃんから見たら手のかかるだけの猫っていうか、そういう魅力とは猫とすっぽんっていうかねえ。
Stop kidding yourself, Coconut.
あくまで僕は猫で妹で色気もなくて頼りにならなくって自分で言ってて悲しくなってきた気が。
Why does she keep torturing herself like this? No, I didn't mean anything like that.
そんな意味じゃないって。お兄ちゃんは僕のことそのエッチな目で見れるの？
Yeah. Ah. Well, you're not wrong. Sure. I blurted something I didn't mean to say while at a loss for words again. She looks up at me again, her eyes both troubled and happy. She stares at me as she plays with her fingers. No, I didn't mean to make it seem like I was looking at her that way. I was just trying to be careful. so that it wouldn't look like I was. I mean, Coconut is innocent, sincere, and certainly still a little cat girl. Who are you kidding, Kashou? But she has the figure of a pin-up model. Yep, we can both agree on that. Damn that body. She has the perfect figure among all the other six. My eyes cloud over a bit. Coconut's face seems to have become extremely attractive. Before I realize it, I'm checking her out, up and down. Ooh,
ココちゃんはめっちゃエッチだよ。
you almost scared me there, Chocola. But yeah, we can all agree on that.
今みたいな顔、ショコラも何かこうムラムラするもん。ムラムラ。
Really?
ムラムラってご主人様、ムラムラしますよね。
Way to be fucking honest, Chocola. You could have said it any easier. Don't say crude things like that. I clap a hand over Chocola's mouth before she can say anything more. I take a deep breath and look at Coconut sternly. Why don't we just forget about this whole thing for now? Let's all focus back on task. We're still at work here. Coconut, if you know how to do the receipt for the online orders now, would you mind taking care of the shipping addresses as well?
わかった。
Ooh, she's thinking about it.
じゃあ僕、伝票書いてくるね。ちょっと待ってて。
With an awkward nod, she runs up to the storefront. Now that I've noticed, I can't unsee it. Originally, I just thought she was cute and friendly. But now that I'm aware of her body, it's all I can do to avert my eyes. It's okay, Kashou. I mean, it's only natural. I mean, if you thought everything any differently, you would have been the protagonist. And now both Shigeru and Chocola are trying to spur me on. What a headache. Hmm? Chocola? I look over at the cat girl, who has suddenly gone silent. Yeah, I think she's suffocating right now.
プシューあぐー
Crap! Sorry, Chocola. I didn't realize I had put my hand over your nose too. Stay with me! Stay with me! Chocola! Well, you done fucked up. I almost just ended my beloved cat parent's life.
本日のソレイユ閉店業務完了であります。
I think I'm gonna do a little bit more just to make it a proper chapter.
みんなももう帰った。ちなみにショコラは上で着替えてる。
Alright, good work today. Thanks. I respond to Vanilla, who had popped her head into the kitchen with a wave of my hand.
仕込み手伝うことある？あれば手伝う。
Nah, I don't have much left to take care of. Thanks though. You can go upstairs and watch TV if you want.
了解した。テレビでも見てることにする。でもその前にご主人にお伺い。いい？
Hmm? What's up?
今日の後半ココナツがやたらボケっとしてたんだけど何かあった？
Well, short version, Chocola egged her into doing it with Kashou. This afternoon,
具体的に言うと通販伝票にそりまくり。私がフォローしといたから問題はないけど、
I see.
何か心当たりが？
No, well, it wasn't really anything important. Oh, I definitely know what happened. I spewed out something stupid and had to keep my eyes off her.
うーん。
Uh-oh, she's getting curious. Better get out of this, Kashou. She gazes inquisitively at me as if she has something to say. Does she know? Or maybe she just suspects something. Which one is it? Just what is Vanilla thinking? I have no idea.
ま、ご主人は猫地頃だからね。いろいろ仕方ない。
Oh boy.
何やらショコラもムラムラしてたし。
She noticed that too.
ご主人の変態。
Well, she did kind of admit it in the first volume. And so are you, Vanilla. I don't understand how Chocolate being excited makes me a pervert. I really have no idea what she's trying to say. Well, this isn't evidently different from her usual behavior, but come to think of it, you get a package, Vanilla. It's from Amazon. Is this what you ordered the other day when you two were celebrating? I'm just going to change the subject for now. That's the one way to get out of things.
ご主人、私は休養を思い出した。失礼つかまつる。
What's this about all of a sudden? Is that what I think it is? It's better not be. I watched Vanilla shoot upstairs at cat speed. There isn't anything for me to be guilty about, is there? I don't really want to hear anything more about what happened with Coconut this afternoon though. I knew it. I can't get her out of my mind now. Coconut's sensual expression suddenly appears in my head. I keep thinking about how soft her body was. Oh. Yes. And now Shigure, Chocola, and Vanilla are trying to egg me on. I mean, come on, Kashou. Don't be such a pussy about this. But I can't let them. Oh, shh. Oh, just fuck you, Kashou. If this keeps up, no. I'm mature enough to overcome this.
ご主人様、ご主人様。
Although, can I be man enough to overcome that kind of bounce?
お仕事終わりましたか？終わりましたか？
As you can see, Chocola, no, not yet.
なるほど。そうですか。お、
Oops, sorry about that. She doesn't sound very satisfied with that answer. And she suddenly dashes onto my back.
いつ終わりますか？どのくらいで終わりそうですか？
I don't think it'll take much longer. Why are you being so impatient? You're acting weird, you know. What's with this attitude from her? It seems way too subtle attractive for Chocola. She's normally much easier to understand than Vanilla.
変ってかですね。ショコラは欲求不満なのです。恋猫として困るのでどうにかしてほしいなって思うのです。
So basically, she's sexually frustrated. I mean, she got turned on this afternoon, so I guess it's Kashou's responsibility to relieve her of her stress. Her motive is pretty obvious. That's about what I expect from Chocola. I'm not sure how to respond to her.
だってですよ。最近ご無沙汰ってやつだったじゃにゃいですか。それなのに昼間にムラムラしちゃってからずっとムラムラなんですにゃ。
Well, Chocola, I'm glad you held out this long. You just have to wait until Kashou finishes, though.
むしろ今までちゃんと我慢したんですにゃ。
She's totally trying to seduce me. She meows sensually as she wraps herself around me. Marina wasn't kidding when she said Chocolate was horny. Alright.
バニラが楽天市場から届いた動物 DVD に6時間は夢中ですし。
Oh, so that's what it was. Wait a minute. A 6-hour long DVD? Is she going to watch a whole documentary of Animal Planet?
ご主人様。ご主人様とのチュー好きです。
Is it getting hard in here or is it just me? Well, the air conditioning is pretty busted here, so I'll just I'll just see it as that. Yeah, I guess you're just gonna have to skip that.
ショコラのムラムラ度伝わりましたかにゃ？
As Chocolate exchanges saliva, she looks up at me, narrowing her glistening eyes and smiles. You're really naughty, Chocolate.
だって大好きなご主人様ですから当たり前じゃないですか。猫は素直なんですよ。気持ちも体もそのくらい知ってますよね。もう何度も何度もショコラとエッチしてるんですから。
Yeah, I know you better than anyone.
ご主人様に知り尽くされちゃってますにゃ。じゃあもっとエッチなチューしたいです。
It's getting steamy. Yeah, I guess skip that. She wraps her arms around my neck. She sticks her tongue even deeper. Ah. And stares it around. We don't even care that our saliva is dribbling out of my lips. This is pretty descriptive. Pretty, yeah. She goes, oh shit.
くちゃ
Yeah, skip that.
次はもっと
I feel like I'm going to be restricted because of this, but I'm gonna have to, I just have to endure it. Wow, Coconut,
お兄ちゃんショコラ
you really have a knack of peeping into peeking into other people's business, don't you? Coconut's eyes widen as she holds the door open. She freezes the moment she sees Chocolate and me. Immediately realizing what she's stumbled upon, she averts her eyes and her face turns bright red.
ごめんなさい。僕ちょっとお兄ちゃんとお話がしたくて、だから別に二人の邪魔をしようとしたわけじゃなくて。
Well, this is not a one-on-one conversation. So yeah, you're free to join us. She shuts her eyes and shakes her head apologetically. No, it's our fault.
違うよ。悪いのは僕だから。恋人だもん。そういうことだって知らないわけじゃないし。僕何言ってるんだろう。ごめんなさい。僕帰るね。
Wait a sec. I grabbed Coconut's shoulder, preventing her from leaving. Sorry. I didn't mean to grab you so hard.
あ、いや、今のは痛かったわけじゃなくて、
Ooh, so you liked it. Oh shit.
ちょっといきなりだったからびっくりしちゃっただけで。お兄ちゃん、手離して。
Oh, sorry. I quickly take my hand off her. Just a hair away from me. A hair again? Jeez. Whatever. That's your taste. And I'm not going to press any further. Coconut's fiddling with her fingers in embarrassment. She looks up at me with a hurt expression.
お兄ちゃん。
I stopped her from leaving. But what do I do now? I know that making up is some excuse about all this wouldn't make things any better. And I can't just brush it off or change the subject either. Time passes as we stare at each other in silence.
ごめんなさい。
Huh? What for?
何も言わずに逃げようとしちゃったから。だから、ごめんなさいって。
Her eyes wander about as her voice strays off to a soft murmur. With her arms crossed tightly across her body, she continues to speak, her face totally flushed.
可愛くて無邪気なショコラがね、あんな顔であんなことしてたから、僕すっごく驚いちゃって。恋人なんだから当たり前のことなのに、僕の方がお姉ちゃんなのに、ああいうことしたことないから知らなくて。
A long, pained sigh escapes her lips. She looks at me pleadingly as she bites her lip.
心臓が死んじゃうかと思うくらいドキドキしちゃって、頭がカーッと熱くなって真っ白になっちゃって、足に力が入らなくなってしゃがみ込んじゃいそうになっちゃって、それでなんかわけわかんなくなっちゃって。お兄ちゃん、ごめんなさい。
I can see. Her heterochromatic eyes begin to fill with tears. Oh, I think you. I thought you could see how horny she is right now. Her slender fingers wrap around her arms as she gazes up at me pitifully. She lets out another anguished sigh from her half-parted lips. She's so damn sexy. Oh yes, Kashou, that's my man. This isn't the usual energetic coconut. This is a woman swept away by her desire, and just minutes away from getting it right now. Her sweet voice sends shivers down my spine. I have the sudden irrepressible urge to embrace her. Man, if I only good at editing right now, video editing at least, I would have I would have just did Shia LaBeouf just do it meme right here.
ココちゃん。ショコラ。ショコラ？何？
Ooh.
ココちゃんこそどうしたの？そんな顔して。そんな顔って別にいつも通りだけど。嘘つき。すごーくエッチな顔してたよ。エッチな顔って、そんなこと。ねえ、ご主人様。ココちゃん、めちゃくちゃエロい顔してましたよね。
Yeah, she was. A super duper sexy face. I'm suddenly completely aware of it. I agree without even thinking.
お兄ちゃんまでそんなこと。だって仕方ないじゃないか。ショコラのあんなエッチな顔見ちゃったんだから。
The words ooze out of her as she squeaks, as though she's finally admitting something she wanted to keep hidden.
本当は自分でも分かってたんだね。ココちゃんもそんな顔してたんだよ。ってことはさっきのショコラと同じくらいエッチな気分だったってことかにゃ。
She grins mischievously as she spots her assumption. Shit. And she pokes Coconut's cheek with her fingertip.
それはそのお兄ちゃんが急に肩とか触るから。にゃーって可愛い声出してたもんね。ココちゃん、お昼の時ご主人様にエッチな目で見れるのって聞いた時からスイッチ入っちゃってたでしょ。やっぱりわかるよ。同じ猫だもん。あ、もしかしてココちゃんご主人様とエッチなことしたくて戻ってきてたり。そんなこと。
Coconut scrunches up her face and bites her lip. And then she seems to give in. She lifts her head up just a little bit.
お兄ちゃんにエッチな目で見られてるのかもって思ったら。
So she's gonna blame it on Kashou.
嬉しかったから。
With a quiet, trembling voice, she confirms what Chocola had said. Coconut.
ですって、ご主人様。猫は最初の発情期が終わったら最初みたいにフラフラになったりすることはないですけど、でもスイッチが入っちゃったら我慢できなくなっちゃうんやよね。大好きなご主人様のエッチなところ見ちゃったらショコラだって我慢できなくなっちゃうもん。
So I guess ripping it out will be the only thing that Kashou needs to flip their switches.
ココちゃん。
Her mouth twists into an impish grin, and she deliberately licks her lips, making sure Coconut is watching. Damn! Chocola has been very quite naughty in this volume. Maybe that's because she's being laughed out so much. I can't really blame her like this.
お昼は返事聞けなかったけど、もう一回だけ聞いてもいい？
As she squeezes her eyes shut again, only her lips continue to move.
お兄ちゃんは僕のことエッチな目で見てくれる？お兄ちゃんが僕なんかとエッチしたいって思ってくれるなら。
Coconut trails off, and Chocolate interrupts her by taking her hand.
ご主人様、ココちゃんにここまで言わせていいのかにゃ。
With suggestive words and glances, Chocolate explains the situation to Coconut. At this point, I obviously have no avenue of retreat. I try to not look at Coconut that way, but honestly, I can't really help but think that you're extremely sexy. Yes, that's right, Kashou, give in. No one would ever refuse Coconut like this. I mean, just look at that body.
お兄ちゃん、それって。
Well, I guess Kashou has his own switch to be flipped before being honest himself. Yeah, you want to do pervy stuff with me? He can't even say it right.
うん、お兄ちゃんとなら僕もエッチなことしたい。じゃあエッチに関してはショコラの方がお姉ちゃんだからショコラに任せてね、ココちゃん。
And all the
ね
and it's skipped.
ね
Yeah.
え、お兄ちゃん。
Well, if you guys are very curious or haven't seen the other videos in that's probably in YouTube by now, or I guess other very naughty websites, you can you can look at it there because there's little to no chance of me doing that kind of video.
いいのかな。
Holy shit!
お兄ちゃんのことこんな独り占めしちゃって。
Just like before, Coconut is wearing one of my white dress shirts. She sits on the bed, looking apologetic, as she plays with her hair. Well, I guess she knows what kind of fetish Kashou is in, too. Chocolate and Vanilla are already asleep. So you're not doing anything wrong, Coconut.
うん、それはそうなんだけど。
When we went up to the second floor later, Vanilla was long passed out in front of the TV. And when I took Vanilla to her bed to tuck her in, I found Chocolate already passed out in it. Well, they kind of passed out in two different ways. We couldn't very well fit 3 Catgirls in one bed, so I'm letting Coconut stay in my room for now. But
でも
oh
そ
shit.
のね、
Yes.
あんなにたくさんエッチして愛してもらった上にこんな風にお兄ちゃんのこと独り占めしちゃっていいのかなって。ショコラとバニラの方が先にお兄ちゃんの恋猫だったのに。
She mutters, playing with her hair nervously. She could have said that catgirls don't get jealous, and Chocolate was really enthusiastic about the whole thing earlier, but yeah, she didn't even mind the whole shit. Can I even say it in this video? Yeah, it's better not to. I still get the sense that there might be some jealousy between them. Maybe this is just Coconut's way of showing her affection though? Don't be silly. It doesn't matter who was with me first. You're all going to be with me sooner or later. That should be the thing he said. Chocolate and Vanilla are already fast asleep anyway. You don't have to worry so much. Or do you not want to be near me?
そんなことはあるわけないけど。
Man, even after the action, he's still so smooth.
でも僕の方がお姉ちゃんなのにお兄ちゃんのこと横取りしちゃったみたいだ。
It's not you're just stealing, you know. You're now in fact, you're now part of the harem, Coconut. So don't worry about it. I grab her by the shoulder and bring her close, interrupting her. I whisper softly into her ear as I stroke her head. Like I said, it doesn't matter who was with me first. To me, Chocola, Vanilla, and you are all my beloved companions. Man, he scored another one.
お兄ちゃんありがとう。そう言ってくれて本当に嬉しい。僕すっごく幸せな猫だ。世界一幸せな猫だよ。
She mutters, caressing my cheek, as if she's trying to keep that bliss from escaping. She presses her body against mine, and our lips meet.
僕もお兄ちゃんの恋猫だって思っててもいいの？僕のご主人様はしぐれちゃんだけど、それでもお兄ちゃんのこともご主人様って思ってもいいのかな？
I place my hand against the anxious Coconut's cheek. This time, I respond by planting another kiss on Coconut's lips and patting her head. Gosh, he's such a smooth operator. Isn't that a given? If you weren't my companion, I wouldn't be holding you like this right now. You don't even need to ask.
ありがとう。やっぱりお兄ちゃんはかっこいいな。
Coconut's smiling face moves closer to mine. I cradle her head, gently petting her.
じゃあ今日はこのままギュッてしながら一緒に寝てくれる？お兄ちゃんにギュッてしてもらってると僕みたいに背の高い猫でも女の子だって思えるから嬉しいんだ。
Of course you are. I hug her again.
あと寝るまでなでなでしててくれる？あとそのチューもしてほしい。
Sure, sure. Whatever you want.
へへへ、ありがとう兄ちゃん。大好き。
I can feel Coconut's natural warmth across from me as the moonlight gently illuminates the room, and as the two of us drift off, we savor the lingering moments of the day. And there you have it! Well, I guess you can see from Shigeru's face that she might have got the gist of it. And so, we have another Catgirl and Kashou's harem. And that's gonna be about it for now. I think it's a bit longer than the last episode. It might have been more than an hour of this. But I just have to cover the whole thing for this event. So yeah, that's gonna be about it for now. Anyways guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks again for watching. And as always, I'll see you in the next one. This is HyperDiveXA, signing off.